This video is all about UTMs. Now, if you don't know what UTMs are and what they're about, you'll learn this on this video. You'll learn all about them and how to implement them into your business. So what is the name for a UTM? Well, it is so confusing that I don't even know. And it is called Urchin Tracking Module. And what it is a string of basically letters and numbers that go onto a URL that you can create that allow you to track a user better. So let's start with how a UTM works. What happens is you have a URL that goes out there. Imagine linking to your website from a QR code or with a Google Business Profile. When they click on it, instead of sending it to www.mymovingcompany.com, you're actually going to send them to www.mymovingcompany.com with a UTM attachment or parameters on the back end of that. What that will do is it will tell the computer or the analytics where this person came from. So imagine if someone called you up and they called you up and said that they want to work with your business. But right before you talked to them on the phone said, hey, this person last came from a referral or last came from, the website or Google or a paid advertisement. That is the benefit of a UTM. So one of the things you can do is take a UTM and you can actually implement that into an email, into your email marketing, into your Google Business Profile, into a referral, or even into a QR code that's sitting on your truck somewhere so that when somebody comes to your website from these places, you know exactly where they came from and why they came there. And then when they fill out a quote form or click on a phone call, you're able to track that data source and track your marketing efforts. There are so many ways that you can track and put these UTM parameters onto URLs. And instead of trying to explain this on a video, we've created a document and a blog all about this that you're going to want to click on below this video. And on this, we'll teach you how to do it, where to place it, and how to track it. And that's going to be phenomenal. And if you wanted to get a little bit more information about how this applies to a moving company owner, what this looks like when it comes to a CRM like Smart Moving, I've got Daniel that will explain it right after this.
Here are a couple examples of how to use a UTM tag and why it's beneficial. So you're going to see here, this is a company called Muscle Movers Las Vegas. What I did is I pulled up their Google Business Profile and I clicked on website. If you notice up in the header, there are these UTM tags that are now associated with me as the user. So what we're telling both Google and Smart Moving is that this user originated from, if you notice, the GBP, the Google Business Profile. So now what's going to happen is in Google Analytics, there's going to be a ton of data in terms of what did I do on the website? Did I submit a form? Did I hit the call button? Did I navigate to this page? How long did I spend on the website? And we can understand, hey, people coming from the Google Business Profile are doing these types of actions. We can also do the same thing with postcards. So if you're mailing out postcards with a QR code, now that QR code has these UTMs in there and it's telling both Smart Moving and Google Analytics, this was a user that came from the postcards, and these guys are likely to convert at 15% versus people that are getting mailers, general mailers are converting at 25%. That's the kind of data we can provide. What's important to note is that anything that has a link to your website can use a UTM. That means Facebook, that means YouTube, that means Instagram, that means the Google Business Profile, Yelp. Anything that is sending people to your website can use the UTM, including QR codes. And then what happens is that UTM goes directly into Smart Moving. So if they fill out a lead, now Smart Moving knows, hey, this lead came through a postcard. Or as you see up here in this UTM that I'll highlight, this lead came through the Google Business Profile. The benefit for you is huge because now what you can do is understand what is the ROI of my marketing spend. How much money am I getting in return? How many leads am I getting in return for what I'm spending? And you can even go further. You can say, hey, I'm getting a ton of leads from my paid marketing channel, from PPC, based on the UTM. So I'm getting a lot of leads, but they're only closing at 5%. Whereas I'm getting half the amount of leads from my Google Business Profile, but they're closing at 80%. What that tells you is that that's a higher quality lead from the Google Business Profile. Maybe you should focus on growing that. That's just a little insight on how to use UTMs.
Okay, so that's how you use a UTM. So if you want to know, how can I actually go and implement this today? Click on the link, read the blog. You'll be able to make your own UTM starting today.